Welcome, my friends. We'll begin today's practice at the front of our mat. So bring your feet together. Taking a moment to tune in and observe how you feel at the beginning of the practice and observing your balance, how you spread the weight between four corners of the feet. Observing the position of your head and the shoulders above the heels and the hips. Softening through the arms, the fingers, the wrists. Observe the position of your shoulders. Do you feel like your shoulders, your upper arms are rolling sort of inward, or they're hanging on both sides of your rib cage, or you feel them leaning more to the back of the room? Without judging, just begin tuning in into your body. Quickly scan your body and observe which areas maybe are hurting or have some tension and need special attention. Bringing your palms towards the heart center and taking a moment to set the intention for your practice. And when you're ready, inhale, open your eyes, lifting your arms up through the sides. And if you wish, you can bend the knees gently and lift through the heart, stretching through the front line, finding a gentle back bend in your mid-back. And then maybe you can extend the legs and feel the lengthening in the front of your belly. Engage the core and slowly begin folding down as you exhale, micro-bending the knees, reaching the palms to the floor, and observe how the back line is lengthening as you're folding down. You can walk your legs here, observing how your hamstrings feel, your calf muscles, the back, the shoulders, the neck. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. And exhale, step your feet back into plank. When you're ready, lower down to your knees, chest and chin, bend the elbows, and slowly extend the torso, finding your cobra, lift through the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back, find your child's pose and observe how your child's pose feels today. You can gently move the hips from side to side. Lengthen through the right arm and walk both palms to the left side of the room. Stretch and lengthen through the right side of the body. Breathe into the lower back, into the ribs. Feel the ribs expanding. Breathe into your pelvic floor. Inhale and exhale, slowly returning back through the center. Lengthen through the left side and walk both palms to the right side of the room. Keeping your hips over the heels, reaching the sit bones to the back of the room, and breathe into the left side of the body. Expand the ribs and contract. Inhale and exhale, slowly returning back to center. Keeping your arms extended, slowly rising up, press the palms into the mat, spread the fingers, shift the hips forward, finding yourself in half plank. Inhale and exhale, shift the hips back, keeping your back straight, and then slowly draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, around your lower back, middle back, upper back. Feel your back rounded, and now push your shin bones into the mat, and it helps you to return to neutral. Stretch through the front of the body. Inhale and exhale, send the hips back, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, round your lower back, middle back, upper back, tuck the chin, move to the front, and now stretch through the front. Send the hips back, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, rounding as much as you can, and now shifting forward, stretching through the front. Now curl the toes. Lift the knees and reach the heels back, finding yourself in your plank, keeping your core engaged, glutes engaged. You can bring your feet together and squeeze your heels and inner thighs, and feel your deep core line engaging also. And now lift your right leg, point the toes, bend the knee, and reach the knee towards the right armpit, and then extend. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shift the hips back into your one-legged dog. Lift your right leg as high as you can and keep your hips squared. Pulse your right leg up to the ceiling for 1, 2, breathe. 3, reach your left heel down. 4 and 5. Now externally rotate your right thigh. Open the hip, lift your right leg even higher. Now bend the knee, point the toes behind you, and you can stay here and focus on stretching through the front of the hip and your belly. You can shift the shoulders forward and transition into your wild thing pose. Push through the ball of the right foot and the left foot into the mat and stretch through the front of your body. Inhale and exhale, slowly transition into one-legged plank, and now thread through your right leg all the way to the left. You can bring the foot to the floor or let it hover. Extend your left arm up to the ceiling. And now lower the foot down, bring your left palm to the floor, and now shift the hips back, finding this downward dog variation. Flex your right foot, reach your left heel down to the floor, working on straightening both legs. Spread the fingers, roll the biceps out, and observe how your outer right leg feels. And now slowly lift your right leg. Keep your knee bent, push the floor away from you. Contract the core, reach the thigh towards the belly. Step your right foot between the palms. Reach your left heel back and rise up into your high lunge. Micro bend the left knee and draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. Root through 4 corners of the right foot into the mat. And now push through the left heel to the back of the room. Stay lifted through the heart. Keep your shoulders over the hips. Inhale and exhale, slowly hinge halfway and begin circling the arms down, back, and up and to the front for 1. Breathe. 2, square the hips. 3, find your balance. Keep your core engaged. 4 and 5. Exhale, frame the foot. And now lift your right foot, extend the leg. Shift the shoulders forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lifting through the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back and up, downward dog. Walk your legs here, observe the sensation. Inhale and exhale, slowly lower the knees and keep your toes curled and shift the hips back for a moment and sink and observe how the soles of the feet, the back of the toes feel. And now slowly walk the palms all the way to the left, lengthening through the right side. Keeping your right palm on the mat, press the right palm into the mat, and now circle the left arm back and up to the ceiling, finding a twist. And you can do these big circles, reach the palm to the floor, and now up and back. Up and to the floor, up and back, up and to the floor, up and back, up and to the floor, up and back. And now you begin rising up and bring your left palm to the floor or towards the left heel and circle the right arm to the left and back, and you find yourself in your half camel. Lift through the heart and stretch through the front of the body, and exhaling, slowly sinking the hips down. Inhale, lift through the heart, stretch through the front. Engage in your core. Exhale down. Inhale up and stretch through the front. Exhale down. Inhale up and stretch through the front. Exhale down. And slowly returning to your child's pose. Connecting to your breath. Lengthen through the left side and walk the palms all the way to the right. Breathe into the left side of the body. Keep pressing your left palm into the mat and circle the right arm to the back of the room and back. And find a twist as you press your left palm into the mat and try to widen through the collarbones and directing the sit bones back. Try not to lift the heels. Try not to lift the hips. Breathe. And now you can add movement with your right arm. Draw a rainbow with your fingertips. Move your palm up and down. Press it on top of the left palm. Inhale up and back. Up and down. Up and back. Up and down. Observe where you feel the sensations. Which muscles are moving. Exhale down. Inhale, rising up. Bring your right palm to the floor, the block, or the right heel. And now begin drawing the pubic bone towards the ribs. Press the knees and feet into the mat to lift the hips. And now stretch through the front of the body. Circle the left arm to the right. And now back, stretching through the front of the hips, through your quads, through the belly, your heart, your throat. And keeping your core engaged, gently begin sinking the hips down, and you can touch the floor with your palm if you wish, and then return and stretch through the front of the body. Exhale, down. As you do the circle with your left arm, observe what's happening on the left side of the body. Stretch through the front, exhaling down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. And slowly return to your child's pose. Soften in your back. Uncurl the toes. And from here, rise up into your half plank. Lengthen in the front line and ascend the hips back. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. Round your lower back, middle back, upper back. Push the shin bones into the mat to return, and now straighten the spine. Send the hips back. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, rounding, and now move to the front and stretch through the front. Now curl the toes, keep your palms engaged, spread the fingers, roll the biceps out. Try to feel the knuckles area, the middle part, touching the floor, as if you're trying to grab the mat. And now curling the toes, lifting the knees, sending the heels back. Find your plank. Lift your left leg, point the toes, keep reaching your right heel back. Now bend the left knee and reach the knee towards the armpit, contract the core and extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shifting the hips back into one-legged dog. Reach your right heel down and extend the left leg up to the ceiling. Square the hips. Pulse the left leg up for 1, 2, 3. Breathe. 4 and 5. Externally rotate the left hip. Lift the leg high. Keep reaching your right heel down. Bend the left knee. Point the toes behind you. Now shift the shoulders forward and transition into your vaulting pose. Press through the feet to lift the hips high. Engage the core, engage the glutes. Stretch through the front. Breathe into the belly and feel when you breathe the belly is stretching even more. The front of the hips is stretching even more. The pubic bone area is stretching. Inhale and exhale slowly. Transitioning into one-legged plank, and now thread through your left leg all the way to the right, finding your side plank variation, trying to stack the shoulders and either lower the foot down or have it hovering, engage the core. And now you can allow the foot to lower down to the floor. Bring your right palm to the floor. Now square through the chest. Reach your right heel down. Walk on straighten both legs. Flex the left foot. And observe how it feels on the outer edge of the left leg. Breathe and observe the sensations. And now slowly shift the shoulders forward, bend the left knee and compress the thigh to the belly, push the floor away from you. Contract the core. And now step the foot between the palms. Keep reaching your right heel back, engage the core, press through the ball of the left foot. Feel your whole foot engaging and slowly rising up into high lunge. Now draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, soften through the knee, direct the pubic bone towards the ribs, and now reach your right heel back. Feel some more lengthening here at the front of the hip, the quadricep. Finding your balance, find your focal point. Connect to your breath. Inhale and exhale, hinge halfway. And now circle the arms down, back and up. Waken up your shoulders. 3. Lengthen your whole spine. 4. And 5. Exhale, frame the front foot. Extend the left leg. Shift the shoulders forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift through the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back and up. Downward dog. You can soften through the knees first. Lengthen through your back and your sacrum. Reach the sit bones up to the ceiling. And then reach the heels down. If they're not touching the floor, that's completely fine. Breathe, observe the sensations. And now slowly shifting your shoulders forward, transition into hovering tabletop. And now return back into downward dog. Breathe, hovering tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. And now we are going to go into hovering tabletop. And now exhale, you shift the belly towards the thighs. Keep the knees bent into this downward dog squat. And then return to hovering tabletop. Exhale, compress the belly to the thighs. Hovering tabletop. Downward dog squat. 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 And now pass the hips towards the heels for 1. Engage the core. Engage the glutes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Observe how your thighs feel. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now you pulse, bend the knees. And now as you extend the right leg up to the ceiling, extend the left leg, reach the heel down. And now you return. 1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, 5. And now step your right foot all the way to the front. Lower your back, heel down, and rise up into your warrior 2. Extend the arms. Keep your shoulders over the hips. Gaze to the front of the room. Front knee aligning over the ankle. You can pause here for 1, 2, and extend the legs so gently. Don't lock the knee. 1, 2, and extend. 1, 2, and extend, and keep connecting to your breath. And now bend the knee, flip your front palm up, and reverse the warrior. Lengthen through the right side of the body. Engaging the core, inhaling, rising up. Frame your front foot. Finding your chaturanga, your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, shift the hips back and up. Downward dog, and observe any differences between the left and right sides. And now begin transitioning into your tabletop, hovering, and into your downward dog squat. 1, engage the core. 2, 3, engage the glutes. 4, 5. And now we are going to add leg extension. You squat, you return to your tabletop, and now extend the left leg and reach your right heel down, one-legged dog. And then you return to your squat and extend the left leg up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe, 5, and now bend the left knee, step the left foot to the front of the mat. Lower your right heel down and slowly rising up into warrior 2. Extend the arms, gaze to the front, shoulders over the hips. Connect to your breath, connect to the energy, connect to the sensations. And now you can add pulses here. Pulse, pulse, and slowly extend without locking the knee. Pulse, pulse, and extend. Pulse, pulse, extend. Pulse, pulse, and extend. Bend the knee, flip your front palm up, and exhale, reverse the warrior. Breathe. Engage the core. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, frame your front foot. Step your left foot back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift through the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back and up. Downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and slowly descend the shin bone down to the floor. Walk your left foot back. Lift through the heart. And when you're ready, you can lower down to your forearms. Maybe you can lower down to your chest. If you wish, you can walk your torso all the way to the left side away from your right thigh and stay low on the floor. Inhale and exhale, slowly returning back to center, and add a twist to the opposite side. You can stay on your forearm and twist. Maybe you can extend the arm and lower the shoulder to the floor or maybe to the block. Lifting your right arm up or maybe reaching it towards the right foot, grabbing the toes. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. And begin rising up and rolling to the right side. Begin extending your left leg to the front. And find yourself in Janu Shirshasana, lowering your right knee down and press through the sole of the right foot towards the inner left thigh. Inhale, lift the arms. Draw the pubic bone to the floor and sit bones back. And feel your hamstring, the left hamstring, you're already lengthening. Engage the glutes. Contract your core, engage your left quadricep, and visualize as if you're flexing the thigh towards the belly. So it's helping you to contract and compress the belly towards the thigh. Be careful with overstretching. Focus on the sensations. Breathe. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Exhale, slowly return to seated. Lift the right knee, and you can stay here or you can cross the foot to the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen, and pressing your right foot into the mat will help you to lengthen and help you to twist. So you start reaching your left palm to the front and your right arm back. And then you can hug the knee, or maybe you can add a bind. Breathe. Widen through the collarbones. Flex your left foot. And feel the ribs expanding as you send the air, the breath into the belly expanding, your lower back is expanding. You should even feel the pelvic floor moving. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. And now hug the right shin. Wrap your arms around the shin bone, the foot, and gently rock from side to side. And now bend the left knee, bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh, and have the palms to the floor next to you, and lift through the heart. And you can control the intensity by moving your left foot either in towards the hips or away from you. Depends on your flexibility, on how your hips feel today. Be careful with the knee. We don't want to injure the knee, the joint. All the sensations should be in the soft tissue and not bone compression. And if you wish, you can add a little twist here. Have your left palm on the mat, lift your right arm up, and again start pushing your right palm to the front, and it's going to help you to twist. And now maybe you can bend the elbow and bring the tricep into the sole of the right foot. And as you press the tricep into the foot and foot into the tricep, you may feel extra sensations. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. And now very carefully bring your right foot down to the floor, and we want to engage the core and power up and rise up into squat, into your malasana. So slowly begin moving from side to side. And if you're not able to do this, then do it in your own way, whatever works for you today. Lifting through the heart, rocking from side to side. And observe how it feels on the outer right hip and the left side. I feel more open on the right. Lifting through the heart. And now bring the palms to the floor. Lift through the heart. Exhale, slowly extend the legs and trying to keep the compression towards the thighs as much as you can, keeping your glutes and quadriceps engaged. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, extend the legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend the legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extending your legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. And now bend the knees and try to bring your palms to the inside of the feet. So you're holding onto the feet. If you have rings, be careful with the rings. Inhale, lift through the heart. And exhale, extend the legs and use the strength of your arms to compress your belly towards the thighs a little more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, micro bend the knees and release the hold of the palms. Bend the knees, press the palms into the mat, and slowly jump into plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Stretch through the front of your body. Exhale, shift the hips back and up, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, bend the knee, and descend the shin bone down to the floor, working on squaring the hip. And if you need extra support under the left hip, bring a towel, a block, a bolster if you have one, a blanket. Very slowly begin sinking down. Breathe, widen through the collarbones. Focus on energetically expanding your heart. Visualizing the energy around your heart pulsating wider and wider. And visualize your heart is getting larger and your brain, your head, sort of getting smaller, your ego getting smaller. You begin connecting more and more to your heart. And you allow your heart to lead you. And you allow the brain not to be in control. And only to be a helper to your heart. If you wish, you can lower down to your forearms and maybe to your chest. Keep connecting to your heart. And if you wish, you can move your torso all the way to the right. Inhale and exhale slowly to the center. And now you can bring your right forearm to the floor, parallel to the front edge of the mat. Now as you push the forearm into the mat, it's helping you to twist. You begin stacking your shoulders and reach your left arm back. And maybe that's enough for you. You can play with moving the arm, observe how it would feel in the ribs and the shoulder blades area. Or maybe you can descend all the way down, rotate the palm up to the ceiling and bring your shoulder down and lift your left arm up, or maybe bend the elbow and reach the palm to grab your left foot and the toes. You can have the block under the right ear if you wish. And now breathe into this left side of the body. When you allow the air to go down to your belly, to your lower ribs, to your lower back, you will feel more sensations. You will feel you're stretching from the inside and out. You're helping your passive stretch. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. And now lean to the left edge of your thigh and move your right leg to the front. Extend the leg, keep your left knee bent, press the sole of the foot into the inner right thigh, flex your right foot. Inhale, lift the arms. Engage the core now, direct the pubic bone to the floor and sit bones back, and you start feeling more of the stretch already in your hamstring area. And begin compressing your belly to the thigh, leading with the heart. Focus on the length. Your core is reaching to the thigh towards the belly, and it's helping you to compress. Engage the glutes. And push through the heel to the front of the room. You can play with pointing and flexing if you wish. Pointing would make it easier because you give more length to the whole back line, and flexing, you're sort of shortening the back line. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Exhale, return to seated. And now lift your left knee. You can have the foot to the inside of the foot, to the inside of the thigh or to the outside of the right thigh. Push your left foot into the mat, and it's helping you to lift through your belly and your heart, and sort of even compressing towards the thigh. You're rooting through both sit bones. You can extend the arms. And I begin leading with your right arm to the front. And as you reach the palm to the front, the left arm is automatically moving to the left, and you're getting into a natural twist. And now you can either hook the elbow to the outside, or maybe wrap around or hug. Take the duration that works for you today. Keep pushing your left heel into the mat, widen through the collarbones, and breathe into the back ribs. Visualize your diaphragm moving up and down. It's moving down when you inhale. This is why the belly is expanding. And as you exhale, the diaphragm is moving back up in towards the lungs, and the ribs are contracting. Massaging your internal organs, massaging your heart. And as you keep breathing, visualize your heart center expanding, your energetical heart center expanding. The energies in your heart center balancing. It's waking up if it was slow and sleepy. And it's slowing down a little bit if it was overactive. Inhale and exhale, very slowly release. You can twist to the opposite side for a moment, and now hug your left shin. Bring the foot to the crease of your elbow. If it's not happening, just hold on to the foot. Focus on external rotation of the hip and lift through the heart. So maybe you will be here compressing all the way. Maybe you will be here. As long as you feel your soft tissue stretching, you can add some movement to create more glide between the layers. Breathe. Gently rocking, and make sure the movement is coming from the leg itself. It's the leg moving, it's not my arm. And now you can bend the right knee and bring the ankle on top of the thigh. And take the duration that works for you. Maybe you need to adjust and bring it a little in to deepen the stretch, or maybe you need to reverse because you have too much tension on the knee. Remember, you are not doing it to compete with me, and this is in no way better than this. It would be the same if we both feel the same. Lifting through the heart. And now, if you wish, you can play with adding a twist and hooking the tricep to the sole of the foot. Begin lifting your left arm, reach it to the side, and now begin moving it to the front as if you're trying to push the front wall. And now twisting even deeper, bending the elbow, and the left side maybe a little bit more tight. We always favor one side and the opposite one is not as open. Breathe. And breathe into the back ribs, into the left side of the body, into your low back. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. Be careful with the elbow, with your back, with the knee. You can twist to the opposite side. And now slowly release the ankle, bring the foot down. And again, you can try to power up, engage the core. You would need to bring the weights to the balls of the feet and focus on contracting your pelvic floor, your glutes, and your inner thighs. Imagine you're trying to grab a ball with this area, and it's gonna help you to activate this area to power up. And now bring the palms to the floor, lift the hips, and a little playtime. You can lean forward and compress your inner thighs towards the shoulders. And as you shift the shoulders forward, your feet may want to float. So play with it. You can have the toes on the block and squeeze your knees into the shoulders and arms into the knees. And then lower down. Slowly bring the palms to the floor and jump back into plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift through the heart. Hips back and up. Downward dog. And now from your downward dog, begin lifting the heels and start drawing the pubic bone towards the ribs around you in your lower back, middle back, upper back. Tuck the chin as you move forward into your rounded plank. And now sinking the hips, stretching through the front line. Bend the knees, engage the core, send the hips back and up. Downward dog. Lift the heels, round your lower back, middle back, upper back. Sinking, lifting through the heart. Exhale, bend the knees, shift the hips. Back and up, downward dog. And last wave, moving forward. And now sinking the hips, lifting through the heart. Bend the knees, shift the hips back and up. Downward dog. And now lower the knees down. And transition to your back. Bend the knees, bring the palms to the back of your thighs. Lift through the heart for a moment. And I begin drawing the pubic bone towards the ribs, round your lower back, middle back, upper back. And as you press yourself into the mat, try not to have the area where you're just dropping. Try to feel your sacrum. It would depend on your mobility of the spine and the hips, but try to have the intention and then press your lower back, middle back, the ribs, upper back, the shoulders into the mat. Extend to your left leg, bend the right knee and twist to the left side. Reach your right arm to the right, gaze to the right. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, release and switch. Extend your right leg, bend the left knee. Twisting to the right and gazing to the left. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. And now bend both knees and compress both thighs to your outer ribs. You can hold onto the ankles. You can hold onto the feet or the toes. Finding your happy baby and gently rocking from side to side. And you can play with touching one knee to the floor and then the other. You can play with extending one leg. Be careful with your hamstrings. And then the other. And now slowly descend the feet down and open your knees out to the side for your butterfly. And slowly begin slowing down your breath. And when you're ready, extending your legs. Scanning your body to make sure each and every part is completely relaxed. melting into the mat, allowing all the worries, all the tension, all the stress leave your body and going back to the earth. You can stay in Savasana for as long as you wish. If you're ready to finish the practice with me, begin waking up your toes, your fingers, your palms, your feet, your ankles, your wrists, your elbows, your knees, your shoulders. Squeezing your thighs in towards the chest and roll into your right side for your fetal position. And when you're ready, slowly rising up to your seated, keeping your eyes closed, staying connected to your practice. Bringing the palms to the heart center and taking a moment to be grateful for everything your body was able to accomplish today, for all the energy you were able to cultivate, for all the tension you were able to release. Thank you guys for joining me for this class. I hope you feel great, awakened, energized. Any tension is gone from the body. Please leave me a comment how you feel after the class. Share with your friends. Press the like button. Turn on the notifications to never miss a new class. Until we practice again, namaste.